Welcome to this explainer on the path to freedom from debt and self-respect, focusing on reclaiming your dignity. Today, we're diving straight into the heavy weight of debt, exploring the absolute truth behind financial failure and exactly how you can legally overcome debt and mental pressure with courage. Right off the bat, if you or someone you know is feeling that crushing pressure of financial struggle right now, you're exactly where you need to be. I want to pause for a second, look right at you, and ask a very tough question. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, everything will just be fine after I'm gone? Listen, if that dark thought has ever even crossed your mind, I really need you to hear me right now. Stop. A bank loan, a credit card bill, some money owed to an app, it is never, absolutely never, worth more than your life. Your existence is profoundly valuable. We've got to separate the math of debt from the actual worth of a human life. Section 1. Life is bigger than debt. A structured fight back. Let's get into it.
Section 2. Samir's story. The everyday struggle.
So let's look at someone who is probably in the exact same boat as you, Samir. He's a hardworking shopkeeper, just trying to keep his head above water. Nothing lavish. He just needed to pay for his family's basic needs. And man, his timeline, it is terrifyingly common. Over several months, a general economic downturn just chipped away at his savings. Then, in a matter of weeks, out of sheer desperation, he turned to those quick loan apps. Big mistake, right? Because within days, literally days, he was caught in this vicious interest trap. It compounded way faster than he could even comprehend, and finally, it came down to the hours. Every single hour, he was being relentlessly harassed by aggressive recovery agents. It was just this crazy, rapid descent from a father trying to provide to a guy completely cornered by predatory practices.
And you know what's incredibly tragic here? It's how these recovery agents actually operate. They didn't just call him up and ask for the money. No, they literally weaponized Samir's own family and relatives against him. They started blowing up his contacts' phones, branding him a thief and a fraud. It's so messed up. This was a highly calculated move, totally designed to completely crush a person's self-worth. And sadly, it worked on Samir. He became so overwhelmed with humiliation that he just hid his face from the world. He genuinely felt like his dignity was destroyed forever.
Which brings us to Section 3, Economic Failure versus Moral Crime, Shifting the Narrative. So, we have to ask ourselves, whose reality was Samir actually living in? Was he actually a bad person, or, was he just out of money? We really need to shift this narrative. Samir made the crucial mistake of tying his absolute, inherent dignity as a human being to the opinions of abusive strangers on the phone. Actually, scratch that. It's more like tying your self-worth to a bully. Defaulting on a loan, that belongs entirely in the category of economic failure. It's a math problem. It's just a temporary lack of funds. It is completely, 100% disconnected from being a moral crime. You are not a criminal for failing to pay a debt. You're just someone experiencing a financial hardship, period. Well, you might be wondering, why do the agents push so insanely hard to make you feel like a criminal? It all boils down to this precise psychological warfare right here. In shame, a person loses their logic. Think about that. Their main goal is to generate so much shame, so much panic and embarrassment that your rational brain just shuts down. And when you lose your logic, you give in to fear. You stop looking for real solutions, and you actually start believing their lies. Honestly, recognizing this tactic is your absolute first step to defeating it. Section 4. Legal rights, your strength, and taking back control. All right, it is time to flip the script and move from defense to offense. You have legal rights, and those rights, they are your absolute strength. When you stop hiding and start using the law, the game changes entirely. So the crucial point here is having the right arsenal at your disposal. Here's exactly what Samir did to turn things around. First off, he legally documented his situation by sending a formal financial hardship mail to his lenders. This puts his inability to pay on the official record. Second, he educated himself on the Reserve Bank of India, or RBI, guidelines, which, by the way, strictly prohibit harassment. And third, and honestly this is perhaps the most liberating part, he simply blocked the numbers of anyone who spoke to him abusively. Just cut them off. By setting these hard boundaries, he completely destroyed the agent's courage. Bullies crumble when you stand up to them with the law, for sure. Finally, Section 5, a dignified new beginning, reclaiming your life.
This whole journey brings us out of the darkness and into a place of true empowerment. Reclaiming your dignity through practical tools is entirely within your reach. Seriously, you are not powerless here. Once Samir realized the law was actually on his side, the panic faded. He could finally breathe again. He could focus on rebuilding his business instead of jumping every time his phone buzzed. I really want you to let this powerful realization sink in. Life is an opportunity, debt is just a number.
Never, ever weigh the profound, infinite value of your life against a mere bank statement. Money comes and goes, economies rise and fall, but you only get one life, and it is absolutely meant to be lived with your head held high. As we wrap up this explainer, remember that you are part of a community. You don't have to fight this in the shadows. We're here to explore the truth behind financial failure and show you exactly how to legally overcome debt and mental pressure with real courage. Debt-Free Bharat is with you every step of the way. If this analysis helped you, subscribe to our channel and commit to making a fresh, dignified start today. So what is the one step you're going to take right now to reclaim your peace? Think about it, take a deep breath, and always remember, your life is literally priceless.